morning, happy Sunday, welcome to Weekend Skills Lab. I'm Christy, and today we have a project that I don't know how to do. I received my boxes yesterday, 2 of them, which we'll go through in a second. I'm hoping that this is going to save me some time. I'm going to install an automatic watering system in my garden, which is why yesterday I needed to get everything lined up and where I wanted it to be and finalized before I put this in. Because it's a little intimidating doing this because I really don't know what I'm doing, and I don't want to have to move it later. Alright, so let me open these up and show you what I got. Okay, well, this box with the actual drip irrigation system is just a box of stuff, and this is so intimidating to me because you just give me a box of stuff and I gotta figure it out. It's like putting stuff together from IKEA. Like, you got to be in the right mindset to do this kind of stuff. I don't know that I'm there yet, but I am having my coffee. It comes with all these little different, like sprinkler heads and connectors. This is just literally a box of that stuff and my instructions. I also got this adapter for the faucet so I can run my regular hose and this at the same time. That's pretty standard. I think I can figure that one out. And then the timer. It's solar powered, plus it has a battery thingy on the back. I don't know how to set this up either, but I'm gonna. This is today's project. Putting all this together. So I'm going to sit here and read my instructions. I'm going in this totally blind. I haven't watched videos or anything. I've seen other people's already set up, but I've never seen anyone set it up. So this is going to be completely blind, but I'm going to do it. I need to save some time for myself. I've regained my work-life balance with my job, but and I do enjoy coming out to the garden. It's not that, but it takes me about an hour, I would say, to water everything every night in the hot months. Right now I'm not watering every night, but in the hot months, July, August, September, I'm out here for an hour every night just watering. And it's a kind of a twofold thing. I enjoy being out here because I can check on my plants up close because I'm looking at each one when I'm watering, but at the same time, I don't have an hour every night to devote to this. And so, sometimes you have other things to do. I don't want to be tied to it. And it's just me. My kids don't help me with this garden. My kids don't help me with most of the housework. And you might ask, Christy, how is your housework getting done this weekend when you're out here? Worry about yourself. All right. Let's let me read this and I'll be back. Well, according to this, it's super simple and this should take no time at all. I know that's a lie. You know that's a lie. But we're gonna get started. Okay, well, I'm gonna start with this big hose out here in the beds, in the raised beds. According to this, it's not going to really do what I wanted it to do, which is one long line, because the pressure is going to drop at the end of the line, of course, and then you're not going to get good coverage. So I would really need to use both of these connectors, like one for the outside, one for the pool garden. So I really need a triple because I do want to have access to my hose, because I'm not putting the green stalks on this system because those are different. Okay. If I don't start, it's never going to get done. I just hope that I have enough of this hose to reach, because I was going to... Alright, so I need an end to put on the end. The end, just put this little plug in here. To the end, and then screw this onto it. So you attach these, and that's how you water. So I'm going to put one of these per bed, and then run this little cord into it. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to cut this in the middle. Ooh, this is permanent. Okay. First cut is made. Now we have to attach one of these onto each end of that. The cap. Okay. So now push that on like so, and then screw it on. Alright. Push that onto there, and then screw it on. Okay. Now I have 4 connections where I can run the little line. Now, small hose. So like I know I need one over here. So which hose does what? Hold on. Vortex, I think is what I want. Which is these blue ones. So that just goes in there. Connection. This goes in here. I'll do the shorter one here because I got to be able to get the middle too. So that's one bed. And I can adjust these around later if the spray isn't right. So I need to do the next bed. If it all works, that really wasn't that bad. If it doesn't work, I'm going to be cursing. I have to take into account where the plants actually are. Alright, we made the cut. Scary cut. Put another connector on to those two pieces. So I'm going to connect these two pieces with that on first. This goes on here. And this. Same thing on this end. I'm going to look at something. I'm thinking that you can run off of this another connector, and then I could do the okra and the cucumbers down on the bottom with it. Hold on. Yes. So I can run another set off of it. Actually, that shows it better. I can run another little set off of the main set. Okay, I'm going to do that off of it. Attach this down here. This attaches onto here. And then I'm going to set it right there. This one. So that's that side, and then this side is where I'm going to get experimental. Push this through here and then connect it. So here's my line that I pushed through the fence. Connect it here. Alright, so I'm going to cut this here. Put this T connector here. Oh, this is my opportunity. Here we go. That there. And then I'm going to run one to cucumbers and one to the okra. This may be pushing the limits of this, but here we are. I'm going to use a drippy one, drippy head into the okra. And then I'm going to use a spray head on the ground for the cucumbers. Crossing our fingers on that one. And I guess I could have run one off of this bed and one off of that bed, but damage is done. So now let's do this last raised bed. So that's it. That's it. It's all in here. So now I gotta make it back to the faucets. All right, moment of truth. Kitty, I got everything hooked up over here. I put that end cap on, put the dual thingy bobber there and my regular hose there, and I've got it turned to the on position. Now we're just going to turn on the water and make adjustments as necessary. Ooh, we have sprinkles. We have sprinkles. All right, so we will make our little adjustments. Oh my gosh, it's getting all of them, except one is not working real well. Look at that. All right, I'm just gonna get wet. Very good. Let me turn that one down a little. Okay, there's like very fine line between just enough and not enough. That's not reaching that. So in order to reach that, I have to overspray the side. Okay. Let's turn this one up a little. Very good. Do I want to turn this? I might move this one out just a tiny bit. Turn it up. Awesome. This one, a little too aggressive. This one's not on at all. There we go. Like so. Woo, look at that. These are very aggressive and need to be turned down. I am getting soaked. It is not that warm this morning. All right, that's good. I'll go to the other side and get those in a second. Let's turn these down. Like, that'll be good. That's better. Backside. So I'm going to let those be just how those are. Good. Oh, that end did not plug well. So I will work on that in just a minute. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm just going to let it go right there, and it'll be fine. In the corner. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to let these back ones just spray as far as they're spraying, just because they're getting the yard, and that's perfectly fine. Ooh! Look at our okra getting watered. That cucumber one needs to be turned up. Get it in here. Oh, I was so afraid this wasn't going to work, and it did. Happy, happy. There we go. It's a better spray, and it's getting all the corners. Awesome. Y'all, this is so exciting. This is amazing. I did it. And you know, I have some more room on the hose. I may, because what I was worried about was this not getting water, which it did fine. But the end is where I was really concerned. And I don't need to be, because there's plenty of pressure all the way through it. And I can add a couple more little things. Awesome. Oh, so I'm so excited. I just got to set up the timer. And I think I'm going to order another one of those kits. They're about $45. I'm going to order another kit and do the other side with it. And then just get a multi, you know, a different little distributor for the faucet. So a second ago, this end cap did come off and I had to put it back on. But that was probably my fault. I didn't have it on there tight enough. How exciting! I mean, it's not the most beautiful thing, but you're not even going to be able to see it once we get plants established in here, because we'll have our forest. And I'm super excited because probably the one plant that I forget about the most to water is the cucumbers down there. And I do water them eventually, I remember, but now I don't have to go. Oh, I gotta go back. And okra, tomatoes are getting all their love. And sweet peas. What a game changer. This is a tomato that, this was 2 tomatoes, and I pulled this over here, so I'm hoping it bounces back. And that did not take nearly as long as I was afraid it would. That took no time. It was as easy as they said it was. I was so worried for no reason. I had planned my whole day to do this, and what did it take, an hour? How awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna order another kit and do this side of the garden too. Off another hose. Yay! Alright, you guys, have a great weekend. Now I have time to go in and do my housework because that wasn't going to get done today. Awesome. Alright, have a great week. I hope that this was helpful to you in some way, that not everything is as scary as we make it out to be in our heads. So, have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.